Actually, मेरा hostel change हुआ है, so I'm just shifting. But anyways, let's get started. So we built a programmatic SEO system that did over 10 million impressions, right? And for months, most of it was WordPress. And I'm going to show you the actual like screenshot के क्या हुआ था. One of the major things that you need to understand is कि like if you run a business where customers search for you, this is the whole playbook completely free of cost. ठीक है? I can't even imagine कि ये कितने का valuable है, but it's like insane stuff. ठीक है? Because I wish I could learn this in like my last 2 years of doing SEO. I'm been doing SEO for like 3 years plus right now. 4 साल पकड़ लो, but ठीक है, मुझे ये सारी चीज़ें पता नहीं थी जो मैं आज तुम लोगों के साथ फ्री में रिवील करने वाला हूँ. ठीक है? So quick definition, because most people get this wrong. Programmatic SEO is building hundreds of or thousands of pages from one template plus the data set. ठीक है? Not write 1,000 blogs. One template, one data source, pages are generated systematically. ठीक है? Currency converters हो गया, database in Austin, CRM for real estates, all the same machine, are repeating keyword pattern filled with structured data. And this is exactly how all the big companies are playing it, guys. Every single big company that you see in your niche is probably doing it, you just don't know it. Okay. So if people search for your business in a predictable pattern, service velocity, product plus, use case, programmatic SEO applies to you as well. And if they don't, it doesn't. That's the actual qualification. And I'll tell you straight on the call if you don't qualify. Okay, the calling is here. Anyways, now this is our asset. Okay, a study abroad platform for Indian students. Roughly 3,000 universities in the database है हमारे पास. So that's a raw material, right? Structured data, thousands of rows, and real search demand behind every row, because somewhere right now there is a student typing the university name plus requirements for Indian students on Google. ठीक है? So हमने क्या किया? We just made a template, simple, ठीक है? And we generated the pages, pushed them to indexing, impression went vertical, pretty good. Like it's like I think we are doing right. This is the screenshot right now. So now here's the part agencies don't show it. Pull up the search console, sort by impressions, look and click through rate club. ठीक है? Programmatic college major pages जो होती है, massive impressions आते हैं, clicks close to 0. That is a issue. So we were ranking on page 2. ठीक है? Position 15 through 30 for thousands of queries, which means Google's saw the pages, indexed them, and decided they were fine. यार चलता है यार, ठीक है, रख दो, कुछ नहीं होगा. And that's the number on failure mode in programmatic SEO, and nobody talks about it. ठीक है? Because 10 million impressions makes much more better LinkedIn post that like nobody clicked. But anyways, so why did it fail? 3 reasons है, and generally it's like generally यही होता है सभी के साथ. ठीक है? So one reason would be thin content. The pages were variable swaps. ठीक है? Change the university name, change the major, and everything else would be identical. Google's rule क्या कहता है? Hasn't changed in years. Every page must earn its own existence. If deleting a page costs the internet nothing, it will not rank. Simple. ठीक है? So number 2 would be weak data. There is a hierarchy of data defensibility, guys. Proprietary data जो होता है you created for yourself is the strongest. ठीक है? So and then the product data from your own users and the community data. So उसके बाद license and public data. जो data which can be scraped by anyone is the weakest, and it's what everyone builds on. यही गलती है. ठीक है? Number 3 होती है कि no internal linking architecture. Thousands of orphan pages बन जाते हैं. Nothing links linking to them from anywhere with authority. Google crawled them, found them isolated, and treated them accordingly. Now the opposite. Same domain, same authority, wildly different result. बता रहा हूँ तुम लोगों को. So our single best performing page is a tool. A CGPA to GPA converter. One page beats thousands. Why? Because it does something. ठीक है? User आते हैं, it with a job to be done, does the job, and then they leave. Google's engagement signals go through the roof, and the competitor can't clone it in an afternoon the way they can clone a database. That is the thing. So here's the system we run now, start to finish. Step 1 is pattern research. Find the repeating search structure and validate real volumes behind it. Go through SEMrush. Do not trust GPT. ठीक है? So step 2, data audit. Where does this data come from, and can anyone else get it? If the data answer is anyone, you need to add a layer that they don't have, your own analysis or your own scoring or your own commentary, something like that. Step 3 would be template design with genius or genuine uniqueness. Conditional content per page. ठीक है? Original insight per page. Suppose I am doing a page on QS rankings, right? So if a university page has has a ranking over 500. Obviously मैं उसको ये नहीं बोलूँगा it's a very prestigious university blah blah blah. Obviously I will have something else to fill in the gap, right? So that is the logic you need to keep in mind always. Step 4 was be hub and spoke internal linking. Category hub at the top, individual pages as spokes. ठीक है. So cross links between related spokes, zero or bands. ठीक है. Very simple. Separate sitemap by page type so you can actually diagnose what's indexing. ये कर सकते हो. This is a very helpful tip by the way. And step 5 would be controlled indexing. No index the thin variations deliberately. You don't want 10,000 mediocre pages indexed by. This is something you have to understand. Prune the content. ठीक है. Pruning is very important. And step 6 would be automation. हमारा रन करता है N पे. Streets to API to let's say Claude or ChatGPT for content generation. उसके बाद whatever it is. So that is the entire pipeline that we run without a human touching it. And उसके बाद obviously there is a manual audit that happens before we push it to the live. But that's what it takes. So एक कंटेंट राइटर जहाँ पे तुम्हें 3,000 रुपये पर आर्टिकल ले रहा था, यहाँ पे आई एम जस्ट बर्निंग टोकन्स ऑफ लेट्स से लाइक 5 रुपये या 10 रुपये मैक्स टू मैक्स. ठीक है, उससे ज़्यादा नहीं. So that's the math. ठीक है. Now, this is the part I want you to hear. The math only works if the pages are good. 10,000 thin pages is not a leverage, it's a liability that can drag your entire website down. Okay? Cheap and bad is worse than expensive and good. Okay? So the right answer is almost never generate everything. It's find a pattern that actually has demand. Okay? Build 100 pages that generally deserves to rank. Prove the model and then scale it. Okay? So I've just given you the entire system, guys. Diagnosis, architecture, सब कुछ. And here's what I do. I run this for businesses. 15-minute discovery call hai. This link. You can book a call with me right there. Let's talk about your business and understand the things. You tell me your business and what your people are like would look like and stuff. I'll tell you what could help you get even more customers or even more sales and even more signups. Depends on the thing. Oh, last thing. Every agency will show you the impressions graph going up and to the right. Ask them. The next question is what happened to the clicks? Clicks क्यों कम है भाई? पोजीशन कहाँ है तुम्हारी, CTR कहाँ पे, ठीक है. एंड दैट इज वेयर द ट्रूथ लाइज. दैट्स द ओनली नंबर दैट यू नो दैट विल पे यू अप. एंड इफ यू आर currently running SEO and your impressions are up but your revenue is not, drop a comment and I'll tell you what's wrong. And yeah, book a call with me bhai. Bye bye. I'll kill you.